Welcome to Mixed Emotions TV. And I just want to say Happy New Year's to all my subscribers and everyone watching. Remember to hit that like, subscribe, and thank you very much for tuning into my content. So look, lately I've been out and about. I'm not in my house right now. I'm in the jungle. So access to internet is really limited, and it doesn't work out. But before the year ended, I wanted to come on here, share my thoughts, on a couple of situations and scenarios that are going on, you know. Um, Starting with, this rapping thing, with Lefty Gunplay, everybody hating on my boy. From the way I see it, man, he winning. As far as, his lane goes, as far as like the Chicano rap, gangster Mexican rap thing go, I don't think these other two rappers that just hopped on Blad, Rico Too Smooth and bands from Santa Rosa, I don't think they're even touching this man. Um, you know, Legacy, rapping career. I mean, what I'm seeing of these two gentlemen's interviews is that they both had some type of hatred towards people that are just doing better than them. I mean, they both try to play it off as oh, it's cool. We're not gonna kick that man off his high horse while he's on it, but he does suck, and we could do better, and we are better. But yet, numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie, and that's just something that you can't hide from the public, especially nowadays with social media, right? Whether you go on Spotify, where you go on YouTube, where you go on any digital platform that promotes music, you're gonna see Lefty's numbers just nowhere near bands from the Rose or Rico Two Smooths. These are two people that just don't have their own style. You know, I went back to see to study Rico Too Smooth to see his style, because the man really, when he got on Vlad, he seemed respectful. He told you his background. He told you where he's from. And at the end of the day, he's no factor. He's a regular Joe. He's a regular norteño. Only thing that makes him stand out a little bit different is that he's black. But then at the same time, it makes him stand out, but it also demotes his character. Because at the end of the day, norteño, we want to see a Mexican out there. We want to see someone that's at least Hispanic. No disrespect. But seeing an African up there, a black man, represent this race, even though he's mixed, it's not really something that all norteños are going to be behind. They want to see someone that's brown up there representing that northern race of Mexicans. And well, it's not going to be him. And his little time, his up here in the crowd, I don't see him, really making it. Maybe 2025 he'll still be around, but I don't see him finishing it as far as a real popular artist, or coming up in the game as far as Lefty. His style, well, man, if you go back and listen to how he started rapping, it's nowhere near how he's rapping now. And if you're from the Bay Area as I am, well, we all know that he has that style from D-Lo and Sleepy D. Go back and listen to D-Lo and Sleepy D. These two characters right here. I put a picture of them. Look them up. Listen to their flow and listen to how Rico Too Smooth started to how Rico Too Smooth is. And I don't get it, man. You have a good little personality. You got a good mindset over you got a good head over your shoulders. And but yes, you bit off D-Lo and Sleepy D's style. And I mean, you sound cool to the people who don't know these artists, but to us from the Bay that been around and know, it's just like you're watered down, my guy. You're just watered down. And then the whole personality problem you have, where you want to act your race, but yet again you want to act like a Mexican race, and either you're posing as one or really acting as the other one. Only you know your truth. No other respect, my guy. I like how you get down, but your time around was only in YA, and when you went in prison, it was in the level 1 or level 2, and you never held any positions. That's why, you can't compare yourself to Lefty Gunplay, my boy, who came out Pelican Bay and has all major respect across all platforms, across all races, because he really hung out with real ones. That's where he is shits on you, my guy. You could speak about why and this, but you can't speak about being in Pelican Bay and being around real ones. That's why when you say that, yeah, he's out here and he does have a team of supporters behind him, helping him get views, make moves, but that's also based on reputation from when he did time in prison and a story. Bands from the Rose. Look, Santa Rosa, all the homies from Santa Rosa have a real down south, homie stilo. It's real Chicano-ish. So seeing bands from Santa Rosa act like, I mean, that stilo that bands has, that's from someone like John Diesel from Oakland, from Richmond to have, even Vallejo. But Santa Rosa Norteño acting like bands acts just lets me know that he's an actor as well. Because, I mean, we all know, and he said himself on different interviews, that Santa Rosa is really the gateway to a Native American land. And the man is native. So, I mean, he's native and all these other races, but he's portraying and acting to be a black. And that's the character he's portraying. Yeah, I mean, and this man right here, he has a little bit more of a rap sheet than Rico Too Smooth, because this guy actually rapped with Ryder J Clyde and the mob figures and all of them, but he never if he would have been that what you call it, like that raw with that rap with these guys that I'm mentioning, the Jacker, the Hustler, you would have heard the bands, or you would have heard about the bands even if he went away. You would have still his name would have still rung. There would have been free bands if he was really popping like he said he was. So once again, since he tried it, he never made it. Then Lefty Gunplay put his name out there, maybe to give him a little bit of clout, maybe to help him out, and he stuck up with it. But I mean, he never fulfilled his character. And now Mr. Bands went all out of his way to diss the homie Lefty, went in his neighborhood and all that. But man, you're gonna get stamped on a white T-shirt, man, doing crazy things like that. And even though the homie Lefty did the same, went to Santa Rosa, retaliated, doing the same thing. I mean, it's just, we don't want to see any more dead rappers, guys. If you guys like want to do this rapping and want to do this battle thing, it's battle out in verses, man. Show us who's raw. But then again, Mr. Bands, I don't think Mr. Lefty Gunplay is going to give you any more play based on where he's at now. You know, whether the man is on drugs, whether the man is this or whether the man is that, understand Lefty Gunplay has a it's a reputal it's respected across all races, man, and all organizations. And while only you guys, right, only the young crowd of norteños are gonna go and disrespect this man, Lefty, because you guys want his position that you guys will never get, because you guys don't have a unique style. You guys are biting off other people's style, and you guys are promoting the cultural um, life of a different race in a category that's supposed to be for Mexicans. I'm just saying, you're mixing the cultures, man. And while that's alright in the Bay, understand that only people in the Bay Area will accept that kind of character, accept that type of behavior. Because out in LA, even though you love it, even though you love the people and you can't stay out of LA, they don't really understand your kind. Where you look a certain way, you walk a certain way, but you talk the complete opposite way of what you're supposed to be. Whereas my homie Gunplay right here, just putting it out there. The homie Gunplay, he has his own stilo. He stays to his own style. He's not biting off. He's not trying to sound like any other rapper, and he's not dropping the ninja word on every other verse that he drops in this rap game. He's actually putting it up for the Mexicans. And that's something that bands, Rico Two's Move, and any other rapper that try to go against him is not doing. You know, as far as you guys dissing the homie Chito Ranas, who is the hardest Mexican rap out of Northern California. Come on, man, that's another player right there that's creating his own lane. You guys, it's the look in your eyes when certain names are brought up in interviews and the way your reactions are. You guys don't even look right, man, doing it that way. I would like to see more verses from the norteños against sureños. But I don't think any norteño rapper currently is gonna make it to the extremes or highlights of the homie Lefty Gunplay, based on that band. When he went and did his little time, it was in the level 1 and level 2, and he never held a position. So he's one of those that did his crime, but did not want to push it up in his organization. He's just an actor. And that's cool. You got out, you did your time, and you wanted to get out. But then again, you moved to Florida, remember? Because you didn't want to go back into prison and follow your homie's rules and commands. Because it's really militant. It's really hard. That's from what I hear. So, the homie Gunplay, he got out of the Pelican Bay. Where there's no other way. Where there's only one way to be, and there's only one way to roll. And the homie got paroled, and he's out now. And how can you guys compete with that? A righteous guy that has a righteous resume, that he's been around, certified, and you guys are out here on different platforms trying to get certified through average Joes and citizens. It's just not gonna work, my guys. With that being said, I think Gold Toast needs to rethink his plan. We all see through what he's doing. Whether it's a podcaster, whether it's a rapper, you know, Gold Toast. I mean, your foot's in there, but you can't get all the way through, my boy, because you got actors in this, and we have real ones that speak the truth. And once your fake personality of rappers, hit the hit the light, you know, no one really wants to follow what they say. Look what happened to your shady sad boy with the one guy that went out was Transformers, or that's on pictures was Transformers. Why do you think his name ain't popping no more? His truth eventually fell out, and all these other old school norteños, man, their style is just so old school, so played out, and they already rapped about everything they rapped about that they can't even make it back. So all I'm saying is, yeah, there's no love in this rap game between sureños and norteños, and there's never gonna be. And these norteños should get out, should get their panties out of a bunch, and should just stop trying to promote unity. That's never gonna come your way with our younger crowd of sureños. It's just not gonna happen. With that being said, I'm just waiting to see what unfolds. Lefty Gunplay, we'll see more from you. I'm glad, we're seeing you on them billboards, so as peso, and we'll see more upcoming artists do. And I hope we see, a Northern California rapper, whether it's a sureño or a norteño, also come up and be on them billboards, man. I think it's more of a seeing Hispanics on there, seeing Latinos on them billboards, seeing the norteño, sureño, seeing our race this year come up, be promoted as what we are: real creative, hardworking Mexicans. And for those that want to, um, come and be blessed by the Mexican race, will come through, and we have no problem accepting you guys as well. As Rico's Two Smooths or this native guy band. We show that love, but we can't show it as tough as we can to a real native like our boy Lefty, who is just an Americano, a white Mexican. But we love that, it's all right, we cool. You ain't watered down, you ain't portraying to be someone else, and you're staying true to your cause. With that being said, this is Mixed Emotions TV, wishing you and everyone a happy New Year's.